There have been a lot of advances in the science of selling, but none as important as the one discovered in the late 70s by a man I greatly admire. Let's have ourselves some pocket sized pep talk, and I'll tell you a story about how even Rob can be a bit overwhelmed when he finally had his chance to meet one of his heroes in selling.
A Pocket Sized Pep Talk, the podcast that can help energize your business and your life with a quick, inspiring message. Now, here's your host, Rob Jollis.
I'm a pretty lucky person. I've shaken the hands of some pretty impressive people in my lifetime. Amongst others, I've shaken the hands of 3 of the past 4 presidents. Recently, I was able to shake hands and spend a few moments talking with the man in selling. I'm referring to Neil Rackham. For my readers who know a thing or two about sales, I'm sure you know who this man is. For those who don't know the man, let me tell you why spending a few minutes with Neil meant so much to me. For as long as I can remember, there was one basic philosophy in the world of sales. People buy based on needs. It was not complicated, and it was not challenged. Those 5 words became the backbone of every sales process and the mantra of every salesperson. Armed with those 5 words, a legion of salespeople took to the streets in search of clients' needs. People buy based on needs. Those 5 words effortlessly led us to another simple conclusion. Find out what people need and offer a solution that addresses those needs. Once again, this was not complicated, and this was not challenged. The concept was even nicknamed needs-based selling, and it was written about by authors and taught by trainers. There was only one small problem. It was a flawed perception. Those 5 words and the techniques designed to support them created an industry of order takers. I say this because once people actually know what it is they need, the only need they have is for someone to take the order that they're presenting. And that's exactly how I was initially taught to sell. When I sold life insurance, I was told this: go find people who need insurance and then take care of those needs. Even when I sold a policy, the first thing I asked my clients was, do you know of anyone else who might need insurance? But then came Neil Rackham. He didn't fit the mold of any other sales author I ever heard of. He did not possess a wealth of selling experience, nor did he look like a salesperson. As a matter of fact, he looked more like a psychologist, which is exactly who he was. What's more, he disregarded what had been said previously about sales, and he acted like a psychologist. He dedicated himself to the study of human behavior. As a result, he gave us the greatest gift our industry has ever received by changing one word in a flawed perception. People buy based on problems. By proving this through research and showing us that a salesperson's real job was to uncover these problems and dig deeper into these problems, we learned to help clients fix these problems before they became big problems. In 1994, I devoured Neil's book called Spin Selling. I utilized the process when I sold. I taught spin to new hires for Xerox. I certified other trainers to do the same. It became the backbone of how I sold and what I write about and what I believe in. Recently, I was asked to give a keynote presentation at an awards banquet, and Neil was there to present a couple of awards himself. Before the event began, we had a cup of coffee together, and I was given the opportunity to do 3 things. First, I was given the chance to thank him for all he had done for me, both personally and professionally. Second, I was able to thank him for what he had done, not just for salespeople, but for clients who desperately need these salespeople to help them overcome their fear of change. That recipe for change is found in this psychologist's research, which taught us to not focus on needs, but problems. And finally, I was given the opportunity to shake his hand and take a picture with the man. It was a very good day.
Thanks so much for listening. If you enjoyed today's show, please rate and recommend it on iTunes, Outcast, or wherever you get your podcasts. You can also get more information on this show and Rob at jollis.com.